Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and NASCAR Heat 5. It's been a bit of a while since we've done any NASCAR paint schemes. So today we've got, today I'm going to be doing a batch of them, but you're going to see a few of those throughout the first part of this year, more than likely. But anyways, we got today's video. We are going to be working on the 1995 number 31 Hardees, driven by Burton. It's actually a pretty simple paint scheme, but I want to see how it looks, because I think this paint scheme might look really, really good. So, there it is. Let's get started on making it. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so first things we need to do is we'll go ahead and switch over to the number 31 on the car. You can already see the Florida Racing paint scheme that's on it from our current career series, or championship mode series. And I went totally past 31 there. There it is. So let's see what we need. So 30, it's kind of round, but also kind of squared. Number 31, so we'll see what options they give us here. That looks interesting, interesting, not so interesting. So it's kind of that one, but I don't like how the 31 is getting overlapping each other, and that one just kind of stands straight up, which, I mean, if we look at the top of the car, that's kind of how the number looks there. So we'll go with that. So what we need to do is white. So we already have that taken care of. But what we need to do is put on some orange. So we can always look at secondary colors with the oranges. I'm going to go ahead and just go with the base orange for the moment. And as I said, we'll play around with that as we get going here. So now we need to find paint scheme. Black wheels are already available, so we already have that taken care of, and the black spoiler, that's already on there, so we're done with that. So now we've got to get our base scheme taken care of. So pretty easy on the base scheme. We just got to get, let's see, not quite that. We need like the two-tone bottom stripes here, and we need those stripes to be a little bit on the lower side down there. There we go. That kind of works. Alright, so let's see here. So, top scheme, we've got ourselves a very nice dark blue. So let's... Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh. That's a good looking race car there. Like that. Okay, back to what we're doing though. Other than finding paint schemes that I enjoy and like. So there's the base blue. The lighting is what's kind of tricky on it, because it seems like it's a little bit lighter, but it doesn't look bad. Also, it looks like we're making Dale Jr.'s AC Delco paint scheme right now. Let me see here. Let's go into... What I don't like about the secondaries is that they tend to look very purple. You see how they kind of get that purple tint to them? It's kind of weird. That's that one. Let me see if we go with more of this blue here. It's just off on the shade. That's also, once again, a really cool looking color, though. I do like that. Yeah, see, all of those kind of get you stuck with the aqua blue here. Let me see. If we go with the lighter blue, that's going to totally throw us off. So we got to go with all the way. Turn my phone back on, so I can see what I'm doing here, because I got the picture on my phone, and then I got this that I'm working on at the same time. There we go. So I think, because that's more of like a dark purplish blue there. It gets a weird tint when you go all the way to that one. So I think that's the blue we're going to have to go with. Now let me see what this blue looks like. It looks better in matte. No, it doesn't. I thought it did, but it doesn't. Yeah, so this is good. So dark blue number 2, that's going to be the one you're going to want to go with to be able to make this paint scheme. So let me stare at this for a second. So we got, I would say that we have a darker orange in a double color down here, but it's only orange, and then we have the yellow. So let's see here. We can go with base color orange for the moment. As I said, we're going to play around with that here in a second. Potentially go a little bit darker. We'll go with base color yellow here. I need to get out of this one. Go over to base color yellow. There we go. So there's the base paint scheme right there. So yellow, I think we're good on. I think we're going to need to change the orange to a little bit lighter. So we'll go down to our orange, and that almost looks exactly like it. Just make it a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. I think we need to go right here and then one up. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. That looks pretty good with me. Okay, so we're going to go with that right there. So, then we're going to go into the number here. Go ahead and get this switched. One up. We're going to change that, though. Just so it kind of stands out. We'll go with a darker orange just so it doesn't... because you got it coming down there with the orange lines to make it a little bit darker so it kind of stands out a little bit better. That looks pretty good. Alrighty, so we've got all of our colors and stuff, and we got wheels and the spoiler rim. Now we got to do sponsors. Alrighty, so the paint scheme that I decided to go with here, the sponsor I decided to go with is Procore. Right here, you got that little bit of orange there, but then you also get that white to kind of tie in there with the numbers, so that kind of works. Also come down here, we also have like a little black type sponsor down here, so we'll just go with the ZXW right there for the moment. Come back up here, we'll also get our Procore right there. Get our Procore on the back. I think that's actually GM parts back there, so let me see. I think there's a sponsor in here that I use for the GM parts. But that's the GM parts logo back there. Ooh, hello. So we got brand, we got Nationwide. We'll go with Nationwide back there just because it gets you that white, a little bit of black, but then it also gets you a blue logo and with the in there, and so that kind of works with the GM. So we'll kind of go with that. Oh no, I remember what one I use for that. So we come all the way down to Miller Welders because that's got the blue logo, then the text, and so that's the one I usually use for GM parts logo when I really want that. And then down here, whatever we put down here is going to kind of get lost, so we'll just put Loves back there because that kind of goes with the paint scheme. That's kind of cool, actually. No, we'll go with... Nah. Okay, Shriners Hospitals for Children. That actually fits there perfectly because it kind of... It splits up the text perfectly there. That looks really, really good. So we'll put that there. So there we go. My take on the 1995 Hardees number 31 car driven by Ward Burton there. The one thing that I forgot to do is we do need to switch this onto a Chevy because this is on a Chevy Monte Carlo. One thing that I did forget about while working on this paint scheme. So we'll get that switched over. And there we go. Got it on the Chevy now. So that is the paint scheme. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you see with the numbers here, we really did have to make that a little bit darker. It's just so it stands out when it hits that orange. And that actually looks really, really good. So, oh, and then also that fixes our Shriners Hospitals problem right there too. Because that pops it up and makes it a little bit cleaner. So that's nice. Okay. So yeah, nice paint scheme right there. So, Ward Burton, 1995, number 31, Hardees. So, let me know what you guys thought of that paint scheme. And we got a few more to go work on here in just a bit to pop up later on. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys here back next time on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and NASCAR Paint Schemes. And don't forget to pick up your Paint Schemes merch. Do have an entire line of stuff dedicated to that. It actually turned out pretty good. Nice, clean looking logo. So if you want to check it out, check it over at Combustion Gamer Gear. We'll see you guys here next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.